Thank you, Las Cancorla. I'm here today in solidarity and in celebration, but also in concern. Pride is not just a parade, a flag or a month in the calendar. It is the living legacy of generations who fought for dignity, freedom and equality, rights that were so hard won, but as we've seen across Europe and beyond, are frighteningly easy to lose. This year marks 10 years since Ireland made history, voting yes to marriage equality on the 22nd of May. 2015, becoming the first country in the world to legalise same-sex marriage by popular vote. It was a moment of profound national pride, a triumph of compassion, courage and collective conviction. I remember that day vividly. I was proud to be Irish, proud that our people stood up, over 62% of us, to say that love is love and that equality belongs to everyone. It was a declaration of allyship, of fairness and of hope. It's allowed me to attend weddings of some of my closest friends to celebrate their love, where they could stand in front of their friends and family and legally and in love commit to each other. And I very much hope to attend many more. But we know progress is not permanence. Rhetoric that I once believed had been relegated to the fringes is now re-emerging loudly and dangerously in mainstream discourse, both online and in person. What was once whispered is now shouted, and what was once dismissed is now defended as reasonable concern. Homophobic and transphobic attacks are rising, not just in number, but in brutality and coordination, and often with impunity. These attacks represent real people, friends, neighbours, colleagues, targeted for who they are and for who they love. The impact of these attacks is not only physical, but deeply psychological. Fear, burnout, anxiety and isolation are becoming daily realities for far too many in the LGBTQ+ community. Research from Resist project shows that online abuse is now a precursor to real-world aggression, with LGBTQ+ individuals and organisations facing sustained harassment, threats to employment and even attacks on their homes. These trends aren't abstract, they're personal. They sow fear where there should be joy. They fracture communities where there should be unity. And they remind us that progress is not a guarantee, it is a responsibility. 10 short years ago, I couldn't have foreseen that Pride festivals would be banned in European member states, notably Hungary, where new laws criminalise public LGBTQ+ expression. The Budapest Pride March was outlawed under the guise of child protection, with police authorised to use technology to identify and fine attendees. Yet, on the 28th of June, well over 100,000 people marched defiantly, joined by 71 MEPs, and including our own Maria Walsh and Deputy O'Gorman, who stood proudly in protest. When pride is threatened, it's a bellwether for authoritarianism. When LGBTQ+ visibility is erased, any voice can be next. Our pride is a protective shield for all in our society, and it must be protected. As a member of this House, and proudly as an ally, I believe it is more important now than ever to be vocal, to be visible, to be unambiguous in our support for people to live and love as they choose. The rainbow may be colourful, but our stance must be clear, loud and proud. We must never become complacent. Pride is a protest as much as it is a celebration, a reminder of where we've been, the progress that we've made, and a call to vigilance for what's ahead. Ireland has made immense strides, yes, but this progress cannot be taken for granted. Rights must be protected, policies strengthened, and representation expanded. To every young person struggling with their identity or facing hostility, I want you to know that you are seen, you are valued, and you belong. The Ireland we're building is one where no one should have to hide or apologise for who they are. So let this pride not only honour the trailblazers of the past, but also challenge us today to legislate, to educate, and to advocate, to be loud and proud 365 days of the year. Thank you.